Hello everyone, happy holidays. Welcome to a special Tuber Tuesday in which I do a tag video. I was tagged by Amrita by the book. Thank you so much for tagging me. Amrita's got such a fun YouTube channel. I love the way that she talks about books. I've gotten several book recommendations from her. The tag is originally from Margaret Pinard. This is difficult to pronounce. It is Jolabokaflod PDX Tag, and the original idea is that there is a literary festival, so it is to celebrate literature, and that's always an awesome thing to do. The first question: what is an unpronounceable or difficult to pronounce word that you love? And there are several, mostly rhetorical devices: anaphora, synecdoche, metonymy, synesthesia. I especially enjoy saying these words to different groups of students each semester and having them look at me wondering how in the world I pronounce them so easily. The next question, the tradition. What is a new to you tradition or retelling of one that you love? The year 2020 brought a new tradition to my life, and that is washing my face masks. Of course, wearing face masks at all, but the fact that I have to come home and wash them regularly. I use cloth face masks, not disposable ones. They are more comfortable for my face and around my ears, the way that the cloth adjusts instead of it feeling like a rubber band on your face when you go out to do things. Since I have to actually go out to work, I have to wear a face mask on a regular basis, but you need to wash them so that it's not becoming gross and potentially contagious. The adaptation. What is an adaptation of something you love that was made even better or equal? This is a tough one to talk about because I love adaptations. I think since it is around Christmas time and I've got some holiday spirit on my mind, I will say my official answer for this one today is the Patrick Stewart 1999 version of A Christmas Carol. I thought that Patrick Stewart did a great job as Scrooge, that it was a fun retelling that really brought the book to life and made it more interesting. The mood. What is the coziest book you've read or expect to read this winter? I'm gonna say none. I haven't been reading cozy books really this winter. I've been highly engrossed in catching up with Brandon Sanderson's Stormlight Archive, and I wouldn't call those stories cozy. They're fantasy adventure stories with a lot of war and characters doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I guess if I was going to force a book into this category, I'd say Brightly Burning, which I managed to read at the very end of November. It was science fiction, but it had some romance and it had some frozen stuff, so you might be able to call it somewhat cozy. The Discovery. Who is a new author you've discovered this year that you love? Patrick Ness, definitely. The author of the Chaos Walking series really impressed me with just the idea of the character's thoughts being projected out. And I think that they captured that really well in the movie trailer. But also when you read the book, it's fascinating to see the font changing. You know, when you read fiction novels, you're not used to having the font change and to have this chaotic mess that is jumbled together on the page. That was a lot of fun. The setting. What is the deepest, darkest setting you've read about? Probably recently, The Lies of Loch Lamora by Scott Lynch. It was a really dark concept as a fantasy story because it was really street gang warfare and very vulgar and very violent. The Hot Cocoa. What is a book that comforted you during a long night, literal or metaphorical? My answer for the year 2020 has got to be the novel Dry by Neil Shusterman because, the pandemic, the shock of it all just hit me really hard. And I had trouble focusing. I would pick up books and read passages, but I feel like I just couldn't finish the books until a friend recommended Dry, and I really enjoyed the way that Neil Shusterman told the story. It is also an event that is basically a society-ending event because it's about them running out of water in California, and you see the panic and how people deal with that. I very much identified with the characters trying to get the bottles of water and trying to get something because I remember the panic shopping that happened with the pandemic. And then we've got the last question here, the gift. What is an indie book you'll be giving this winter season? I don't know how indie it is, I suppose it is from a smaller publishing company, so it would fit this question. I'll probably give the teacher memoir, The Final 180, to one of my teacher friends. I had bought that book recently, read through it to see how a teacher memoir would come together, and it was a very interesting read from a teacher who obviously cared about making a difference, but also had a lot of commentary about the system and the difficulties of being a teacher. Well, we've reached the end of the questions, which means now I get to tag someone, which is so exciting. I know it's a lot of fun to be tagged, so I'm going to tag Red Panda Reads, Paperback Mo, Uptown Horror Reviews, and Working Man Reads, and anyone else who is watching the video who hasn't done this tag yet and wants to do it. I know that since it's a holiday tag, that it might be somewhat disincentivizing to try to get it done now, but you could quickly do it before the new year, I'm sure, and get it posted. That's all I've got for you today. It's been awesome, and thank you, Amrita by the book. I appreciate that you have tagged me. It's a lot of fun. Take care. Every day is a good day for a book talk. Peace.